Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Rebel, and yes, I know, I hear you, It has been a while. Shame on me. I have not honestly thought about doing videos at all. I have been super busy doing either pinup stuff, doing events and stuff, or I've just been busy here at home because it's springtime and I've been busy planting and digging dirt and doing all that fun stuff. So my yard will be kind of beautiful this summer. Yeah, I have been busy. Like I said, I apologize. I just have not really thought about doing videos. I haven't had really some inspiration for it, to be quite honest, because like I said, I've been so busy. Um, but yeah, today is a special day. So I wanted to share it with you all, and we can kind of celebrate. And what it is, it's National Pinup Day. I know. Pinup's get a day. But it's not that much of a celebration. It isn't like we get crowds for being a pinup. Although, technically you can get a crowd for being a pinup. And we're not celebrating it with cake and balloons. Although, this day is inspired by somebody's birthday, and we'll be talking about that here in a second. Maybe after I eat this cake. It is looking pretty good, ain't it? But yes, like I said, it's National Pinup Day, and today was inspired by Miss Bettie Page's birthday. So yes, she is an iconic pinup, somebody I aspire to be. I try to look like her, but I am her fat cousin twice removed kind of thing. You know, I don't look like her, but I just kind of get inspiration from her. She's just an iconic legend. If you don't know about her, Google her up. She was a real rebel in her time. Hence the name, kind of inspiration thing. But no, actually, that's called Rebel for a different reason. But she was a rebel in her time. But also, there was many more inspirations when it came to pinup. The actual real pinups were from the 1940s, and they weren't even human. they were fictional women that were painted on the side of military craft during World War II. And a lot of the girls, I'll find pictures and I'll put them up here so you can see what I'm talking about. A lot of the girls were kind of exaggerated too, so they were probably more curvier, I would think, than women were from that era, but they were a sex symbol. So, of course, they had to be bustier and more hip and, you know, just looking really scrumptious for the guys. They were kind of a morale boost for the guys when these women were painted on the sides of planes and stuff. And also, it goes back to kind of the caveman days. If you think about it, men, especially during that time, were felt like they were put on the earth to protect women. So that was kind of a motivational, you know, they've got this beautiful woman on the side of their plane or whatever. And it was kind of a motivation that they had to fight to protect her, kind of thing. But we had, even before, that was when, you know, the pinups like I am today got inspired from the girls on the planes. And it's kind of where our culture of pinup came from. Was kind of a mixture of that era along with Bettie Page and the Calendar Girls. Calendar Girls started coming out during that time too. And that's when we were getting a little risque, be a topless or whatever. But there was way even before, I think, the 1920s. I'm not too a history buff when it came to the era of the 20s and the 30s. But there were some girls that did burlesque then, and I think that they were kind of classified as pinups as well. And I apologize, my boys are up. You're going to hear noises. I've got babies in the background. My little baby ducks are in the background. They're chirping, so you're going to hear all kinds of noises. I apologize for that, but this is the real life of a 1950s housewife, and you got noises. You got stuff going on in the background. But yeah, pinup to me is kind of a liberation, if you will, call it that. At least for me it was. I was such in a bubble about myself because, you know, society for years, and it still kind of does in a way, but not as bad as it used to be. Society for years told us that if you were fat, you're ugly. Nobody wants you. You weren't desirable. Don't take those pictures because it's not worth it. You know, don't pose, don't do nothing because you're not worth it kind of thing. And that's what, I was ingrained and taught as a child. Not so much from my parents, but just watching TV and, like I said, the media was just pushing you to think, oh, you can't do that. So I had low self-esteem for half of my life, really, to be honest. Um, I mean, yeah, Billy always told me I looked good and everything, but and it helped, having him, to tell me, I am beautiful. But then on the other hand, you have all the social medias and the TV and just all the media telling. Now my little ducky's gonna get loud. Anyways, you had all the media telling you, that you just weren't pretty. They weren't showing it in models and all that stuff. And I've always been fascinated with the look of pinups, and it all stemmed from Gwen Stefani when she was with No Doubt, and she was doing the suicide or the barrel rolls, and I'm like, I love that look. And this was like late 90s when I was seeing that. And then when I finally, was able to get a hold of internet, well, mid 2000s, 2005, I was really starting to be able to Google more and finding that there was a culture of women that, dress, we call it pin-up style, vintage style, rockabilly style, and I just fell in love with it. I guess it was 2009. I kind of started pushing that box and kind of doing a little bit of the hairstyle, just testing the waters. I really wasn't dressing per se that way, but I was just doing the hair. And then I fully just started kind of getting immersed into it even more, probably in 2011. And I started trying to find clothes that would fit me because a fat girl. There wasn't a whole lot of options out there at that time for plus size girls that were doing, wanting to do pinup. Unless you bought some really high dollar, and I could afford the high dollar clothes at the time. But so I just started piecing my wardrobe together, thrift stores, Walmart, just looking online, and I eventually just started, just dressing rockabilly from that point on, kind of continuously. I didn't start really doing the pinup thing though until I think in 2013, I didn't fully start doing it. Did my first ever photo shoot. And and I was real hesitant on going in on that shoot because I'm like, look at me. I'm looking at models like back in the day, who was there? I was watching a lot. Cherry Dollface was one. The Vintage Doll, she was another one. And I looked nothing like them, but I decided to do this. It just looked fun, so I went and done this photo shoot with a local photographer, and I just fell in love with it. And when I seen the photos, because I was self-doubting, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to look good. And when I seen the photos, I'm like, holy shit, I do look good. I look damn good. So that kind of just changed my perspective of myself. And then I just jumped into started doing contests, which my first contest was not great. It was not a great experience, and for most people, it probably would have turned them off from doing them at that point. But I don't know, it kind of pushed me to do it more. It just piss off people, really, in general. No, first contest, the girls were great. The girls I was competing with, they were nice, they were friendly. It was just going in. I was the biggest girl, there doing that. And you hear the comments, well, she's too fat to be a pinup. Well, she's not pretty. Why is she doing it there? Well, she ain't gonna win. All that shit. I was hearing it before I was going on stage, and I was up there doing what I thought, try to do something, because like I said, it's my first contest. I didn't really know what I was doing. I just walked around and act like a fool, like I generally do. So yeah, while I was up there acting fool, basically, I noticed that there was a guy laughing at me. And I almost come to the conclusion of just crying and running off the stage. But then I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to put it to him. So I just pranced around even more. And I just kind of let it feed me, just, to just, like I said, piss them off even more by me just continuously doing it. And I just kept on. And I have, over the years, got some hate through social media. There's those people, the keyboard warriors, that are going to, put it out there because they obviously don't think you know that you're fat. I mean, I know I'm fat. I don't have to be reminded. But thanks for telling me in the comments, kind of thing. But like I said, at first it stung and it hurt. I mean, like I said, I was using that pain to kind of motivate me to do it even more. Like I said, to really piss them off, kind of thing. So, I'm one of those people. I don't get mad, I get even, kind of thing. And that's what I was doing. I was getting even. It was nice, after doing it for several years, I would start to get fans, which was actually women. It was surprisingly, it was ladies my size, bigger, smaller. They would come up to me at the car shows, or I would give messages, like direct messages or whatever, and they would say, "You're a real inspiration to me. The courage you have to do that. Wish that I had it," kind of thing. And at first I was like, I'm taking this as kind of an offense. I'm like, wait a minute, you act like I have courage to get up on that stage. What, you think I'm not good enough to get up? But no, I know what they were really speaking about. Yeah, that was also a motivation. I'm like, wow, I'm inspiring women who look down on themselves, like I used to look down on myself, to maybe do this. So yeah, over the years, like I said, I just kept on doing more contests and, just kind of getting myself out there a little bit more. I'm not saying I'm famous. I'm nowhere near popular like the other pinups are of my generation kind of day. But, just started doing it more in, now I've become like the OG pinup, at least in my area. So it's nice to have girls come to me, ask me for advice, ask me to help them with something. I love helping. I love sharing my passion. And what I really love is sharing the photography of it. Not so much my photography, like those photos, but I mean sharing it with others. Like, I've had several experiences that I've done boudoir photography for women that's never had it done. And one, I was humbled that they trusted me with something so personal to do for them. But when they would see the pictures, it would just wake them up. Like, they couldn't believe that was them. They couldn't believe they were beautiful. And I'm like, but that's you. That's all you. You are beautiful. And it would just wake these girls up. And it was just amazing. Same thing with pinup. I've photographed several girls, never really done pinup. Was the first time they done it. They fell in love with it. And it just changed how they thought of themselves, which was amazing. But yeah, I love doing photography. There's like one fly in here. I'm like, really? There's probably more than one, but this one is bugging me, like driving me crazy. Anyway, so getting back to the photography part, there are photographers like in our area, especially at the time. There were several. I was doing professional because I'm not a professional. I just do it as a hobby. But they were doing it professionally. And they weren't cheap. I mean, there was a couple of them that were reasonable. But, a lot of us can't afford. So that's why I would do it to help, I wanted them to experience it for once in their life. Because a lot of them were either... they were just single women or single moms, or they just couldn't afford to go and spend $300 for photo shoots, kind of thing. So I like doing that for them, and So yeah, I mean, pinup to me, like I said, has been a liberation. Not only do I get to dress and look what I feel, because I feel like I should have really been born in the 1950s, not now. So I love living the lifestyle now, or trying to live for the most part the lifestyle. Like I said, I can't afford to full out turn my home into vintage. I would love it. I would love to have an atomic looking house with atomic furniture, and I would love it. But the reality is, I can't afford to just go all out. So I just gotta, buy here and there, get little pieces as we go along. But I get dressed like it. I like I said, I live the 1950s housewife style. I'm raising my family. I like I said, I just was born in the wrong era. But yeah, so like I said, pinup for me, like I said, was just a revelation of, wow, this is you. And I want to tell, kids that are younger than me, you think you know who you are now at like 18, 20, 22, whatever age you are, right? You think, oh, this is who I am. Wrong. You don't know who you are just yet. It took me almost, was it 30 years? 30 years before I figured out this is me. Don't get discouraged if you just still feel out of place and you're not finding yourself. It'll come. It'll come to you. You will find yourself and you will know. Like I said, it took me a while before I figured out this is who I am. So, yeah, like I said, to me this day is, it is kind of a celebration for me and for other pinups, because I know that they probably share the same story that I have. That they love the fashion. They love the culture. They just love the liberation of being a feminine woman. I think that's a lot of it too, is I feel really feminine because I'm a tomboy. I was raised a tomboy. I was an only child. Dad wanted a boy. So he had to kind of raise me like a tomboy. And don't get me wrong, I love my tomboy stuff. I love fishing. I love hunting. I love shooting guns. I love doing all the tomboy stuff. But this makes me feel feminine, and I know, just like a lady. I just feel more ladylike whenever I'm dressed and looking like this. And like I said, it helps that you have a partner that fancies the same stuff that you dress in. So he loves it. That's a bonus. I love it. A bonus. So, but yeah, it's National Pinup Day. I don't know what more to say, but no. What I want to do is challenge you guys. I know there's several of you that have social media. You have YouTube. I want you all to accept this challenge. I challenged myself for other things, and now I want you guys to do it. I want you all to try pinup for a day. Turn yourself into a pinup. You don't have to go out and buy fancy clothes and dresses. Just Google either rockabilly, pinup, find inspiration for what you're Googling, and just try it for a day. You will absolutely love it. I promise you, you will love it. Now, I know that some of y'all, that's not your style, but if you just do it for one day, take your selfies of you looking like a pinup, and at least you have that once in your life experience that you are like me. So, yeah, do it. Do it. And if you do it, tag me on your social medias. I would love to see. Make a video of it if you do YouTube or like shorts or whatever. Make a video of it. Well, we could call it hashtag pinup challenge. So, yeah, I don't know if that hashtag might be taken. Rebels pinup challenge. I bet that one's not taken. Yeah, Rebels pinup challenge. We'll hashtag that right here. And y'all can put that either on your photos, your videos, whatever you want to do. I would love to see you all do something. I mean, you don't have to be like totally like me and, go all out, but do a little something. Like I said, I think you will like it if you tried it. So yeah, this is my video of National Pinup Day. Like I said, it's not we don't have like balloons and sparklers and anything like that. It's not like a huge celebration for us Pinups. But it is just a nice reminder of where we came from, why we are here for ourselves, kind of thing. So, yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you do my challenge. I really want to see you all, your photos or video or whatever. I want to see it. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And as always, I will see you guys really soon. Love y'all. Bye.